Fiat Chrysler has launched an investigation after one of its vehicles pinned a Hollywood actor against a fence at his home in Los Angeles. The vehicle was part of a global recall because of complaints that it could easily roll away. Anton Yelchin died in that accident. He was perhaps most widely known as Chekhov in the most recent Star Trek films. Since his death yesterday, fans and colleagues have been describing him as a versatile actor and a charming person. For more on this story, we're joined by Omar Debagi-Pacheco. Omar.
Ian, here's why the focus is sort of turning towards that recall, because he was found in his driveway yesterday. His driveway appeared to be a little bit sloped down, and he was actually found pinned between the security wall of his house and the rear end of his car, his SUV. So a lot of questions now because his SUV was a Jeep Grand Cherokee, a 2015 model, and that's the model that was recalled by Fiat Chrysler. About 1.1 million of these cars around the world, 800,000 of them right in the United States, were recalled in April because of complaint that was coming up with the gear shifter. And here's what the complaint was about. It wasn't like a regular gear shifter, which is on a track. It was more like a joystick. So you would push it 3 times, let's say, to put it in park, twice to put it in neutral, once to put it in reverse. And so a lot of complaints were coming out that drivers were inadvertently clicking twice instead of 3 times, leaving it in neutral, getting out of their cars, and then finding that the car would roll. So that's sort of where the complaints were coming in. That led to hundreds of crashes and dozens of injuries, according to a report by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Here's a little bit about what they said in their report once they began testing that shifter. I want to read you some of that. They said it was not intuitive and provides poor tactile and visual feedback to the driver, increasing the potential for unintended gear selection. Well, police now, as part of their investigation into Yelchin's death, looking at that gear shifter and whether it was in neutral or where it was at the time of his death, and Fiat issuing notice to drivers. They say they had issued a tip sheet for drivers on this shifter, and also they say it's too early to speculate whether that played a role.
I'm sure some people watching having the same thought I have. I've driven dozens, if not more, cars over the years, rentals, whatever. They all work the same way. This seems so different, so unusual, and as I said, not too intuitive. What about the actor, how he's being remembered today?
And worth mentioning, they have changed the shifter in their 2016 model. Yep. But yeah, a lot of reaction right now to the tributes pouring in from Hollywood, including, I want to read you one from J.J. Abrams. He's the guy that cast Yelchin in the Star Trek series, saying he was a brilliant, kind kid, funny as hell, and supremely talented. Not here for nearly long enough. We're also hearing words of support from Jodie Foster, calling him an equal parts serious thinker and most fun little brother you could ever dream of. So a lot of outpouring of support for him from Hollywood, and of course people still keeping their eyes on that recall and the investigation.
Yeah, Omar, thank you very much.